It's also true that you have, let's say, machine builders working on their own system. So, if it's a filling line or some other machine, they're all working on their own system to collect data from the machine to provide some form of data to the customer. Now, the question then comes, is that data to help the machine builder understand what's happening to their machines and to drive their revenue from a service point of view? Or is it really there focused on basically helping the customer to improve their process and optimize their process?
Sure, I agree. It's like an important decision where you have to maybe focus in a different way than what you've normally been used to. You have to go away from focusing only on being a hardware solution provider to suddenly looking at it as a technology provider, and combining that with the huge focus of actually getting the hardware out of the door to accommodate the requirement for faster and faster lead time. It seems like it's so. When I've been asking this question about technology behind, let's say, condition-based monitoring or artificial intelligence or predictive maintenance, whatever word they're using about their technology, and over the last 3 years, and still to this day, they're still working on it. And it kind of tells me that with the high demand on getting equipment into the market that can actually produce something, there is a gap in the interest of, or at least time to invest in new developments within technology that could actually help the equipment, the hardware performing better.
I absolutely agree with that. I think there are two issues in it. One is that I think people think it's simpler to get data from a machine than it really is. It's quite easy to get data from a machine, but how to make sense of that and to deliver it in a way that really adds value to the customer is pretty challenging. It reminds me a little bit of when I first started down the process of serialization for regulatory compliance. And, we used to say, what's the serial number? How complex can it be? And I think that's my point. It's a little bit more complicated than people really understand when they enter the process. And then I think the second one is, if you're gathering the data for your own use, if you want about your own machine and understand what's happening in your own machine, that's completely different to maybe what the end customer wants from a machine and the data that they want to optimize that process. And they might want that data to optimize the process, but it's another process further down the production line that they're actually going to look at. So I think it's about a little bit more complexity than people appreciate, as I said, and also that you need to look at and focus on what's important to the customer effectively.